Greetings everyone, it's Lodrik and this is the game 1 the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against AsuRob. He's our commander and for me it is Empire of Japan. Now it's December 2nd, 42. So, number one issue for me, supplies situation in Townsville is under control. Reinforcements also will arrive soon. So, and my crew is still trying to catch his cargo, and it was successful. And that is my base, so I guess this is a bombardment force is running into my local minesweeper. They're avoiding contact. I mean, not avoiding contact, but avoiding battle. Okay, some destroyers bombarding Bundeberg. And my coastal batteries still fire back, but destroyers are so small target. These are the returning destroyers from the bombardment at Bundeberg, going back to Brisbane. My submarine tried to hit them, but failed. This mountain army is now under very high pressure. My ground attacks push them, but here is something a little surprising, because I had so much shipping in and outgoing and no airstrikes, but maybe the cargo ships delivered some. No, I guess it was more like Rob took Townsville, sent some fighters maybe to Townsville and then here to the north. Anyway, or his cargo ship sent supplies that he can run Navy strike missions again. It was a little surprise, but of course I could also guess this could happen and prepare for it. But I played a little risky and sent this is my task force with my fresh division. These are all very good cargo APs, so they can handle some damage. You can see nothing is heavily damaged even after taking 1,000 pound bombs, but it's not good. I hope I can get the bulk of the forces into the port and then it's done. Here I maybe must try to run some long range cap once again. I sent my long range cap here to the source today, and because I also forgot that the convoy would be in range of strike missions, but I saw never any strike aircraft, they're only Navy search. So I don't really had this in my mind. And I'm able to intercept here some big lead. 26. Here are the heavy hitters. So it's the long range cap has some success. Downing is some B-24s. Even more, or force them to return. Still, I would always prefer to defense first, especially for Japan and for Navy equipment, because land units and air units you can always rebuild, but what Navy is a one-way ticket. Is a ship lost? The ship is lost. There's no rebuild. Good. I can only hope that in afternoon don't have any second Navy strike on my cargo or troop transport. But they're coming. Pity. One more hit. 2 more hits. That is maybe a little much for one ship. Next ship get 2 hits, 3 hits. Ooh. That guys are completely missing. Also, only 1 hit. That make an explosion. Now 1 ship is lost. Heavy fire, heavy damage, it is not possible. Heavy fires maybe can run. Maybe. Still. A small disaster for me. Afternoon, so my cap is back in position. Mitches are still a little fast. Too fast. Payback time. So here's a cargo. Finally, I can intercept some cargo at Karachi. That ship is going down. One of my APs is burning out. Next attack. Today the tanks. More Chinese equipment destroyed. Bombardment here. Testing north of Bundeberg. There's an enemy mobile unit. I have here 2 divisions, so I could counterattack. Also, my attempt to take the base here. Also, because I have here a division and threatened to take the base anytime, I was not expecting here to have any air force. That is high risky for Rob, but it's Rob. My attack failed. Allies are taking me, so I have here 1 army division and 1 navy division. Holding. Low on supplies, but it's wood. Yeah, I think it's wood. A forest. So I get the bonus of defense. Terrain. Well. So it means I have still enough supplies to mount the guns. Good. Air losses 30 to 11. Very typical day, but a lot of liberators getting destroyed today. and Marauders. So this is all high quality equipment I lost payload wise. So it's still okay for me. 11 aircraft airframes lost, unluckily 5 pilots dead. Maybe because I make long range caps and yeah, can happen. Ship sunk. The Reuter, once again, I don't know why. This was at Karachi, a good cargo ship, and 2 small cargos nearby. For me, no ship sunk today, but first in China, grinding away the Chinese, trying to finish off this British army and taking the last 2-3 bases. Closing in on Kutek. The British are still here. I only need to first move these guys in, check how the situation, then cross the river, or I created shock attack. Last time I crossed this river, it was not in my favor. The shipping of supplies, fuel and so without any issues, all fine. The next attempt to storm the base, and I don't have enough detection to see what is here now. Here you can see is Navy search, and here must even be the Navy strike equipment. So let's check. So there was normally also other ships nearby. If the strike aircraft could go for destroyers or cruisers, maybe much easier to avoid the hits, but maybe too far away. There's a tanker, so also luckily that no one hits the tankers, because tankers will always burn out immediately. This tankers also avoid any airstrike, so fine. That is the outgoing guy, no strike here. And here is one hit with minimum damage. This is fine, I can handle. This one is also nearly under control. One hit is not enough to sink this ship. This is not a critical hit. That guy is hard, because 50-50, it's hard to get the fire under control. Could work, but unlikely. And these 3 guys are more or less lost, I would say. That guy for sure. So what I would do in this case, in this situation, is you first bring them all together. Then you go for this guy and then you say scuttle. This means that you can save the captain. That is maybe in this case not so important. But you can make sure that all manpower, but only manpower, could have a chance at least to board the other ship. So scuttle, yes. And then you can see there are some manpower climbing on other ships. That works, of course, only if your ships have the capacity. So this is why I always load the ship normally maximum to 30% or something like this. So that you can also unload much faster in this way. So that ship is normally also lost, I could say. But there's some rule, and I exactly not which number must reach, but you can see this guy I cannot scuttle. I have 50-60, but it is not allowed to scuttle. So it must be something higher, maybe 60-60, 70-70, or I don't know what is the number exactly. This one I can also not scuttle. And that for sure not. No. I also don't know why you cannot always scuttle the ship, because why not? If I want scuttle the ship, I want scuttle the ship. It doesn't matter. But so I have now. I could go with full speed, but this is dangerous with the fire. So we will see how I handle this. We will see. Good. Most important is in Townsville there's a lot of supplies, but the supplies always try to reach the troops, and yeah. Here in the source there was a battle, and I still have enough supplies in my units to hold the line, so defense is ready. I could now also attack here with my 2 divisions from the source and try to retake Rockhampton. I don't know where is the Allied army, because here's only one unit and here's only one unit, and these hexes are all empty, so there must be maybe all holding back in Rockhampton. Yeah, we will see. And here's one tank destroyer always running around and taking the base. Good, at the same time, nothing in the north. I hold back, allies holding back. I prepare my bases here, prepare my aircraft, and also train the pilots, because many of them are not really front-run ready. But you can see they have at least air skill, but they don't know how to really make avoiding strikes or dogfighting hits. Good, see you next time, take care, bye bye.